Good morning, everyone. It is absolutely empty over here, but we thought we'd do something different, check out the museum. Although we've been in the area many times, I've actually never stopped at this museum. The coolest part is this heritage village, which unfortunately they only have open in July and August. And the rest of the time it's not open. And right now there's a massive amount of snow there, but they've basically taken some old buildings from the area and brought them here, plus built a couple new ones. I'm pretty sure that bank barn's relatively brand new. Maybe parts of it were moved, but there's quite a few heritage buildings in here. And then inside, it's history from the area, plus possibly other stuff. I have no idea. So come along with us and enjoy. Fine? Alright, so this whole exhibit here is dedicated to Grey and Bruce counties particularly, and there's a little bit about the natives that used to live here, indigenous peoples of the Saugeen First Nation as well as the Chippewas of Nawash unceded. I'm not familiar who the Chippewas of Nawash is, but Saugeen First Nation, we drive through that reserve more than once. So this here is all about the Grey and Bruce counties from native times, I'm assuming. I don't see an exhibit for that. And then just history of this area. Even got Dutch shoes. Yeah, there'd be some Dutch heritage here. They do have a town called Holland Center. Do you know that? Holland Center. Yeah, I'm assuming some Dutchmen had something to do with that. Very neat. Hey? Yeah, old phones. Yeah. Neat, eh? Your old irons. Alright, I'll scoot you guys through here quick and then I'm going to go look at everything because I really enjoy history. Always have. More older history, I guess. Look at the size of these. So this is phenomenal too. So I showed you guys a board in my brother's barn that was like 2 feet wide. And that's because a lot of the trees in this area were absolutely massive. Sauble elm, 1960, was considered to be Ontario's oldest tree, 185 feet tall. That's a big tree. That's just something we miss on our farm in Russia. We don't seem to have a lot of wildlife. So although people say there's bear, we've never actually seen one. I've never seen a rabbit there yet. I've seen one deer. No beavers. I've seen some geese. I've seen one moose. I have seen a couple squirrels. But there's just not very much of it, and there's tons of it here. This is neat, eh? Wowzers, that is a big pot. Sorry, my shoes are squeaky. First saw to cut timber or lumber in Durham. Peter Patterson. Some furniture pieces. Oh, this is neat. That's for collecting hay, cutting hay. Very cool. Guy showing how it worked.
I wonder what that thing was.
So if you're in the area looking for something to do, museums are always kind of cool. A little glimpse back in history. When we bought a farm up in northern Ontario, we had an old sled like this. I don't know what I did with it. Gave it away to somebody, I imagine. Before modern fridges, they would cut ice out of the river It's probably what these guys are doing, it looks like. They would cut blocks of ice and haul them home, and then people would stick them in their fridge. So they had a metal box. This guy's delivering ice. They'd have a metal box, and they put the ice blocks into the fridge and keep it cool. Yeah, the old switchboards. Make a phone call and they pull it from one, stick it in another one, and connect your call. I never imagined driving one of these either. Interesting bicycles. This is another thing Greg and Bruce has lots of, is rocks. Big, big, big rocks. Amazing to me, always, the work that the pioneers put in, the first settlers. I know they say people were here first in this land, but it wasn't really used. Right? The land that we see today when we're driving around was all cleared by hard-working men and women that literally just broke their backs pulling this stuff apart. Clearing the trees first of all, and clearing these rocks. You drive around, I had a farm up here, 100 acres, and the fence lines, my 100 acres was in 13 pieces, and each piece was surrounded by massive boulders. Some of them were 2-3 ton, right? Each, like by themselves. Huge rocks, all cleared by hand. By hand or with contraptions like this, right? So this guy's lifting it up, and then you've got horses to pull it off the field. Either way, it's phenomenal. This is the smaller rocks, right? And then they make fences, right? Keep sheep and stuff out. Very fertile land, just a lot of rocks. All right. Just checking out the rail yard. Canadian Pacific Colon Sound. These kind of displays, I encourage everybody to set stuff like this up. Look at them. They're all glued to it. It's very interactive, very fun for kids. Put it behind glass, it's fine, so nobody wrecks it. Yeah, this is the Owen Sound Harbor.
Getting sucked out, right?
Yeah, it looks like it might be.
It's actually, this one's sinking, so the other one's picking them up.
Maybe help them.
Yeah, look, there's actually people getting on this boat on the other
That's
side.
cool. Okay, try not to get the glass all dirty. The next kid won't be able to see. Pretty cool. What you doing? Making shapes?
Looking for a calling, felt lonely in a crowd. I was searching for the answers, too blind to see the signs. He was always by my side. He shed his light and picked me up. I'm safe in his arms. I found my bliss in the greatest.
So pretty cool. I think we all appreciate the memory lane of the museum. Kids are going to do some crafts now. Craft room. Some other kids have made some cool masks.
But then also at the table, there are more things like pipe cleaners, and there's also some paper plates that you can use to
your animal mask.
Now on to the next room. No idea what's in here. Oh yes, they said this is a traveling exhibit. So this is actually Victorian era funeral stuff. Must be a baby casket, I'm guessing. And this one, very simple. I always said when I get buried, just make me something simple. Coffins cost way too much money. Just a simple box, put me in, good enough. Why would you bankrupt the family on a casket? And you just stick it in the ground. Makes no sense to me. Kind of a strange thing to have an exhibit on, but well, such is life, I guess, or death. This thing's pretty neat. Beautifully carved. Wow, it's actually carved in the wood. The hearse. Maybe you can see the casket in there, the lighting the way it is, but anyway, there's a casket in there. On a sled. A fancy horse. So for those who don't know, the Victorian era is the era under Queen Victoria. This particular sleigh is built from 1937 to 39. Custom made in Shallow Lake. The Undertaker's suit. I don't know if you can see better from this side. There's a casket there. Interesting. There's Queen Victoria herself. Interesting lady, actually. A little kids' room of some sort. I thought we were done, but apparently not. I stepped into another room. Old clocks. Here. Lots of other stuff. Maybe this is still part of the, must be for the dead still. Victorian era. There's a carving. Pretty detailed. Actually. Another casket, again, very simple design. I have been often I have said, just a simple box like this, perfect. I mean, caskets can cost, you know, thousands and thousands of dollars. Very silly. Viking funerals, Egyptian funerals, lots of stuff. So it's obviously not all just Victorian era. Oh wow. Print shop. Oh, the kids are gonna like this. Another lovely village laid out. A big thank you to all the men and women that make museums like this possible. It's important to cherish your history, wherever you're from. Look at this early canoe, carved out of a tree. This was a single tree trunk by the looks of that. And they've carved it out. Not sure how well it worked, but that's what that is. There's an old wooden anchor. Amazing. Never seen one out of wood. And lots of furniture. For your safety, for the safety of other visitors, and for the safety of artifacts, we ask that you do not move the walls. So I'm not allowed in there. They had big furniture factories in this area because it was wall-to-wall trees everywhere. So much trees. And they built a lot of furniture factories in this area. So anyway, that's the pieces you see. There's lots of collections here of furniture. They must have stored this for now while they have the other stuff on exhibit, maybe. More furniture pieces. Printing press for newspapers, and that's, look how big this thing is. Amazing. Cook stoves of various shapes and sizes. Ready, set, go. Oh, that was short-lived. They hit each other. Just a short video for you guys today at the Grey Roots Museum. Pretty cool. Lots of history in there. I think they could put up a lot more. I think they need more stuff in there because there's still gaps in things. I had a few questions that didn't get answered, but still pretty cool to check out. So I would highly encourage that. I also highly encourage you go in the summer. Right now this is all open, but like I said, their whole village out here, which is really, really cool. I want to see. There's a lot of restored houses, barns, things out here. And in the summertime, they have interactive stuff going on. So they have students that actually get dressed up in old times clothes and portray people in that lifestyle, basically. So really, really worthwhile to check that out if you're ever out in Grey Bruce County. So that's it for now. We are off to go find the next adventure. God bless you. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to check out the links down below. If you're not aware, we are also available on Telegram as well as on Boosty, which is a Russian platform, if you wish to support us on those platforms. But the links are all down below. Don't forget to follow those. God bless you.